Welcome to the Chevrolet Postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico.
The biggest improvement in the NFL this year, the New England Patriots, who beat Baltimore with a 15-point fourth quarter as they rally from down double digits to win 28-24 and take the second playoff spot in the AFC to be clinched. 6 teams still alive for the number 1 seed, but even with 6 double-digit win teams, only 2 are in the playoffs. The Broncos, who earned that last week, and New England, who is now in the postseason with the victory this week. We'll talk more about Baltimore in a moment. Let's focus on the Patriots' victory as we interview our Chevrolet players of the game. The stars of this game got to be Drake May with that first in 49-game 300-yard passing performance by a New England quarterback. Stephon Diggs, who came up big, and K'Lavon Chaisson, who made the big play in the fourth quarter with 3 tackles and the forced fumble in the victory. And Chris, there are teams that in the fourth quarter, when that clear pass interference was not called on Baltimore, would have wilted, would have been affected by that. New England kept coming down the field, and Drake May led them on a go-ahead drive.
I thought a little bit early on, it looked like Drake May was a little unsettled by some of the different exotic looks. By about the second quarter, I didn't see any of that. I didn't see any of that the rest of the night. He looked like he was in total control of this football game. And when he started with the ball back on his own 10-yard line, you just had to wonder. You know, we've seen the best of the best take their teams in that situation under that kind of pressure on the road and deliver. And that's exactly what he did. Any standard you want to have, that's what he did.
Let's hear from him. He and the other stars down on the field with Melissa.
Yeah, they are here. All right, Mike, thanks very much. We heard the MVP chants. You guys clinch a playoff berth. What does this mean to this team?
Man, I just love playing with these guys. I enjoy it every time out here. What a beautiful sport. Thank the good Lord for bringing us out here today and let us get away for a win. It's a great team we played, and just glad we got it done this week.
And Chris Collinsworth was talking about during the game that nothing rattles you. How did you remain so calm being down late in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, that's just league. You're going to face adversity. These guys have helped me out, just pumping me up, supporting me, and just trying to feed off the older guys around me. We got a lot of great young players, and we're going to be good down the road, but just get home and celebrate in that locker room.
You just mentioned these guys helping you out. Okay, you had the big forced fumble that got your offense back the ball to seal the game. Walk us through the play.
Yeah, no, most definitely, man. Brady's been talking all week, man. The turnover margin is going to be huge for us. So we knew going out there, man, we need a huge play. We need an X play, man. I saw the ball, man. I knew the opportunity was for us. And so see ball, get ball, and that's the play we made.
Stephon, come on over here, because we saw your play on the field. Oh, there's that one. We saw your play on the field. We saw your leadership on the sideline. How determined were you to will this team to win?
Well, it's really not me at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a beacon or like a vessel on this team, and the guys get behind me. I talk a lot of junk. I say a lot on the sidelines, but I'm just happy to be around this group of guys, being able with a young quarterback that's MVP talent, MVP guy. It's just a blessing to be out here. I'm thankful to be out here, be healthy, and just be around the boys for real, and get a win on the road, Road Warriors.
Finally, what is this team capable of?
Next week. I get one next week.
You're humble.
Yes,
all right, guys, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And if they get next week at the Jets, they would clinch the AFC East. If the Bills lose to Philadelphia, big Week 17 matchups. So New England still has the opportunity to take care of business either next week or Week 18 and win the East. Now, Chris, I'd love to go to the Baltimore side of this, because really it's like a magic number of 1 to go back to the baseball terms. Any combination of a Steeler win or a Raven loss, the Baltimore season is done, which makes essential Baltimore playing in that Peacock exclusive on Saturday up in Green Bay against the Packers. Packers might be in a situation where it's win and in, or if Detroit has already lost on Christmas Day against Minnesota, then Green Bay would already be in. There's a lot to talk about with the Ravens and the Packers next week at Lambeau.
Yeah, and I think for the Ravens, they're going to have to think about what they're doing with Derrick Henry. Like, I don't think that Derrick Henry touched the ball after he scored the touchdown to give them the lead. And whether or not that's the right approach, who knows? We have seen Mitchell make some great plays, and his speed has definitely been a factor. But sometimes you got to ride the veteran horses when you're in the biggest of moments. and maybe could have done that a little bit more here tonight.
And some disappointing losses at home for a Ravens team that's been great at home over the last 20 years. A very tough year at 3-6. That game's on Peacock, Saturday night exclusive, 7:30 football night. Packers, Ravens, playoff implications. Patriots are the ones having the last dance at M&T tonight as they rally in the fourth quarter to win 28-24. We'll have more on this incredible weekend after this.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet Postgame.
Time now for your Peacock Picks of the Week. Reunite with some old friends this season with the Best Man Holiday. Then head back to Bel Air with the episodes of the final season streaming now. Get ready for Peacock NBA Monday tomorrow night. Hornets and the Cavs, who have been one of the hard-to-solve riddles in the NBA this year. Then the Grizzlies against the Thunder, best record in the league. That's 9:30 Eastern on Peacock tomorrow. And right now on Peacock Sunday Night Football Final, Hunter Henry joining Jack Collinsworth, Tony Dungy, Rodney Harrison as they start right now on Peacock. Chris and I will take you through this really terrific weekend all the way through, just the Sunday stuff. The Bucks in a free fall. The scene in Charlotte was awesome. Good for you, Carolina folks. The Panthers are the solo leaders in the NFC South for the first time since 2021. Those two teams do meet Week 18. The Steelers go to Detroit. Controversy at the end. Steelers get it done. Lions couldn't run the ball on the ground, and Detroit is at the brink of elimination for getting back to the playoffs. Then there's the story of the Jacksonville Jaguars, who went to the team with the best record in the AFC, Denver, and Trevor Lawrence put on a show. Parker Washington at 6 for 145. The tight end Strange had a touchdown, and Travis Etienne with this move, in addition to his 50 yards on the ground. And they go in and beat Denver 34-20, and Jacksonville is one of those multiple teams still alive for the #1 seed. There are a lot of teams that haven't gotten enough credit this year. They may be near the top of the list.
Liam Combs done an unbelievable job with that guy right there.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is more decisive than I have seen him at any point during any 3 or 4 game stretch in his entire career. He now looks like the player that we all thought he was going to be. He was the can't-miss quarterback coming out of college, right? And yet it hasn't quite gotten together yet. But, man, he is tight with his game right now. He looks like Drake May out there throwing it around. Just looks confident, knows exactly what he's doing, and Jacksonville's on a roll.
And their defense came up with some plays in the second half against Bo Nix and the Broncos. Credit Anthony Campanelli, their defensive coordinators, getting some mentions for potential head coaching jobs. Big win for the Jaguars. The Jaguars, the Chargers, the Bills all get in the playoffs tomorrow night if the Niners beat the Colts. Speaking of the Niners, preview of the Niners and the Bears coming up when we come back.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet Postgame.
We're on primetime TV. The whole world watches.
Watch this.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
What a gift.
We are 7 Sundays from Santa Clara. We'll be out there next Sunday night. And we know 5 of the NFC teams that are in the tournament. Seattle in, Philly in with their win over Washington on Saturday. The Bears and the 49ers join the Rams in the tournament. Carolina, they are a game ahead of Tampa Bay. Their last matchup, Week 18, could still matter. And if Green Bay wins or Detroit loses next week or the following week, the Packers get in the playoffs. Magic number is 1. But we focus on San Francisco and Chicago. So I was in Chicago in August. The Bills were practicing against the Bears. I was there to see the Bills. I was talking to some of the Bears folks. Said, you guys have us on the schedule Week 17. We're probably not going to see you. Probably flex out of that, but hopefully it'll be a good year. And now, Chris, we may have one of the games of the year next Sunday in Santa Clara.
So the Bears now have 6 games that they've won when they were trailing with under 2 minutes to go. That's impossible. That can't happen. So it's a miracle that they are where they are right now. But as big a miracle that San Francisco is. This was a salary dump year for the 49ers. This was a reset year. And here they are on the brink and even have the possibility of the #1 seed, depending on how it goes down the stretch. I just think these two teams that we're going to see next week are at the top of the list of there's no way this happened in the NFL. And as we all know, it always happens in the NFL.
And with the Super Bowl in their stadium, San Francisco, they can keep winning, and they may play the Super Bowl at home. Incredible story. Chicago, San Francisco, New England getting in the playoffs this weekend. Of note, they all finished last in their division last year. Coming up this week on Today, going to get you holiday ready, last-minute gifts, dishes, special holiday performances live on the Plaza. Always a great week. Christmas week on the Today Show every morning this week. Our final score here in Baltimore. The Patriots rally at the end to beat the Ravens 28-24 and lock down a playoff berth. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, it is your local news. Thanks to Matt Marvin for joining us in the chair tonight, producing next to the Hall of Famer, our director, Jurassic Park. With Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark, Terry McCauley. Merry Christmas, pal.
Merry Christmas.
And to all of you as well. Merry Christmas to your Sunday Night Football crew. We'll see you next weekend in Santa Clara. Enjoy.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
NBC Sports, home of Super Bowl 60. Thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.